Hey, it's Dr. Misty with another episode of Decoding Health. Last week I spoke about cellular health and how it's kind of like the new buzzword in the health and wellness industry. Um, Cellular health is actually the basis on which I have built my functional health practice. So I thought I would share with you what cellular health is, what we look at in terms of understanding cellular health, and how do we heal our cells. And so I shared with you the hierarchy of healing, and this is basically biology, right? Our body has to heal in a very specific order for us to be able to reverse symptoms, to um, to reverse chronic conditions, and for our body systems to heal, like our cardiovascular system, our endocrine system, our GI system. Okay, we have to heal at the cellular level. We have to fix the cells in order for those systems to heal and get better. Now, within the hierarchy of healing, there are some very specific functions that we need to address in order for our cells to get everything that they need so that they can heal, so that you get better. One of those one of those cellular functions isn't a function at all. It's actually just our cellular environment. So it has to start with that. We have to have a healthy cellular environment in order for our cells to heal. Now, I love to use analogies, so I'm going to use an analogy here. If you have a fish tank and the fish is swimming around in clean water, that fish is going to be healthy. Makes sense, right? But what if the fish is swimming around in cloudy, dirty, algae-filled water? What's going to happen? The fish is going to be sick. So just a little side note here. Should you medicate that fish that's in the gross environment, or should you change the environment? Change the environment, right? So let's talk about that. We have to change our cellular environment. Our cells have to feel safe in order to heal. We have to have a nice, clean environment in order for our cells to heal. So that's kind of like our foundation. So we'll start with the nervous system. There's two parts to our nervous system. We have the parasympathetic and then the sympathetic. The parasympathetic is for rest, digesting, healing, and reproducing. That's what that part of the nervous system does. On the flip side, the sympathetic is our fight or flight. So the sympathetic basically is an inborn survival reflex. If our brain thinks we are under any kind of stress, we're going to be in that fight or flight mode. Our heart rate's going to go up. Our blood pressure is going to go up. Our cholesterol is going to go up. Our blood sugar is going to go up. On the flip side of that, when we're in fight or flight, our digestion decreases. Our body's ability to heal from anything decreases. Reproduction, forget about it. We don't need to reproduce if we're in fight or flight. Digestion, that goes on the wayside as well. We don't need to break down and digest our food if we're in fight or flight running away from a saber-toothed tiger. And that's what our brain thinks like. That's how our brain thinks when we're in fight or flight. And most of us live in fight or flight 24/7. With the way that our world is today, we are in fight or flight all the time. Okay? So if we are in sympathetic mode all the time, our cells are not going to feel safe, and it's going to be very hard to heal. Okay? Your cells cannot heal in fight or flight. When your nervous system is stuck in stress mode, your cells receive the signal to just survive, not heal. Digestion stops, right? Detoxification shuts down. Repair comes to a halt. This is why nervous system regulation is the foundation of cellular healing. Without it, nothing else works. Next, we have hydration, because every cellular process requires water. Without adequate hydration, nutrients can't enter your cells and toxins can't get out of the cells, and energy production just slows down. So true cellular hydration requires more than just water. It needs minerals to get water into the cells where it's needed. Next, we have light. So your mitochondria run on light. Natural sunlight regulates your cellular clock. It triggers vitamin D production and powers energy production. Constant artificial blue light disrupts these processes, impairing cellular function and healing. And the last is sleep. Sleep is when your cells repair. Deep sleep activates detoxification, triggers growth hormones for cellular repair, regenerates your mitochondria, and balances hormones. So, without 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep, your cells never complete these critical healing processes. And without these four foundational elements, your cells remain in survival mode, unable to heal, no matter how perfect your diet is, or your supplement protocol, or even your medications. So, we have to address our cellular environment for all the other things that we need to do to work. So, next time, we're going to talk about the importance of mineral balance. Again, that's not a cellular function, but it's needed for all the other cellular functions. All right, so we'll see you next time.